Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be showing you more of my PhD art journal, which as you can see is a happy planner that I have altered. So let me flip. This is what it looks like. And I've just covered the pages. So for those of you who don't know, got stuff falling out. My, art journal is based on my PhD program. I will put the link to my PhD video down below because some of you might be like, what are you talking about? I'm not going to school for a PhD, but I create my own PhD program at the beginning of every year based on my word of the year. So this was created because I realized we were down to the last 100 days and I hadn't used my PhD program and gotten through it as much as I wanted. So I created this to kind of inspire me and keep me on track to finish 2020 how I want to finish. So that is how this has come about. Now I'm taking you through September because obviously October just started and I have prepped all of the October pages. So that will come at a different time, but we're gonna look into September and I'm gonna walk you through how I use my PhD art journal. Now I debated doing a look down, flip through, but I am such a chatty person. I think that this would probably be better so that you're not just staring at a page while I'm rambling. So now another thing you should know, a lot of the images, which I mentioned in a previous video, are from Courtney Diaz from Little Raven Inc. I am a Patreon of hers, and these were some of the images that she sends out each month. So you're gonna see a lot of Courtney Diaz images. Interesting thing, you will still see Courtney Diaz images in October, but the vibe has kind of shifted. And I love that. I love seeing how time and as we grow, we shift even in things like our style. Here's September. So let's dive in. Now, double page spread. I've shown this before, but I'm gonna go page by page. This, you guys know I'm obsessed with manila envelopes. I put manila envelopes in my morning mindset pages to hold all the things. This time, this was my word for 2020 was awakening. She was my word for 2019. And I felt like it kind of went hand in hand still. I was still working with she. So what I did is I rewrote, and I'm actually gonna take you guys into it. I rewrote my PhD program to take me through the last 100 days. So for those of you who wanna know what it actually looks like, this is what my PhD program for my last 100 days of 2020 looks like. And I have 8 affirmations basically. And I'll actually take you through it. So I have, the first one is she who is grateful always. And then I list things, like actual things I can check off to do that will help me be grateful always. And I write notes. So here, when I finished September, I kind of did a reevaluation and I wrote different things like October, get better at intentional planning and evening routines. For she who loves nature, I put for October, be better about sketching nature, sketch to see and be romanced, stop and smell the flowers. And then another note, she who sweats, I put October 10 rounds, which is a program I'm currently doing, and get back to hooping and dancing. So as you can see, I am revisiting. So I did September, checked things off, revisited, wrote notes for October so that then when I created October's pages, I knew where I wanted to be and the focus that needed to be there. She who is hydrated for October, I put kick it up a notch. She who embraces her sensual side, more, always more. She who plays for October, I just put start a list for October of movies, kid movies that I want to watch. She who creates, I need to do more scripting in October. And then I have hashtags that I love that I wanted to use throughout this last 100 days, and required reading. So I have a reading list that I wanted to get through for the last 100 days. As you can see, I got through a lot at my Mountains Are Calling retreat, but I still have, there are 12 books. I still have 5 to go to complete my PhD program. So that stays in the manila folder, and I revisit it often. A PhD for the last, when I started, it was 120 days, but, and then I have each of the 8 main messages scripted in affirmations, so I can revisit it without even taking out the PhD program. Next page, I did a little page on releasing the blocks, and I wrote a little poem about releasing. And I wrote the definition. Then we have what is wellness. As you can see, I'll show you October, how I work or how I art journal. I prep pages. So let me flip to an October page for you so you can see. So here is an October blank page spread. Okay. What I will do is throughout October, I will go through these pages and I will write different prompts and things that come up. This is already gotten started. And then I just fill it up while I'm actually living in that month. So September, I worked front to back to front. There was no, I don't sit down and create a page and I'm done with it. I work on my pages the entire month. Actually, what I used to do is work on my pages in my art journal the entire life of the journal. But this is the first time I've actually had it separated into months. So September, all of September, I worked on the September pages. Once October hit, September was done. And I even have pages that have blank spots that I've had to just embrace as, you know what? September's done. I can't put anything more on that page. So this page is what is wellness. And so I just wrote to me. Now, some of these are personal. So to me, I'm not going to read you everything. Wellness is living a happy, high vibe, feeling kind of life. How do you feel in your body? How do you feel in your marriage, in your job, in your home, in your family? This is all wellness, full body wellness, full life wellness. So how do you feel? How do you feel? Take stock. And this is a reminder, always be taking stock of how you feel in your body, in your marriage, in your home, as a mom, because that will tell you how well you are. And then I put my why wellness. And I put the answer to everything is always love and legacy. My answer to everything is always love and legacy. And then on this page, remember, there are seasons. Every season has its purpose. All hold magic, even the messy ones. Because wellness is going to be messy. It just is. All right, so then we have the Fab 5, which was created by my friend Elizabeth Mann. She basically claimed her Fab 5, the 5 things she's focusing on. And so I created a page around my own personal Fab 5. And mine are mindset, intuitive, movement, nature, and play. Those are my top 5 things that I would consider wellness. And so I wrote this little, I put on this little guy, wellness is what you fill your head with when nobody knows what's going on inside it. What are you reading? What are you saying to and about yourself, to and about others? What are you watching? It all matters. Dis-ease creates disease. Pay attention. So that's what that says right there. And then it all starts in your head. Am I hungry? Is this real? Sweat and reverse aging, sunshine, is happiness, get your vitamin D, play, curate, and make art. That's all wellness to me. And then some pages I like better than others. This one I'm not super fond of. It's just a page about play, exploring and playing and experimenting. And I started to kind of sketch a little whimsical girl. Learning takes practice and repetition. Try something, try it all. When it sticks, when the light arrives and doesn't fade, that is when you know you have found your answer and the treasure has arrived. Do not give up before you reach the treasure. And as you can see, I'm reading to you, like I read this, and then down here, I kind of like add a little, and then I add more. And so over here, I put, this is the same case for all the things: art, fitness, diet, friends, marriage. It takes time, but treasures are waiting, even if they look different than you expected, like this woman. So it's kind of like all the crazy stuff that goes on in my head gets played out. This was my Wannabe plant lady sketch that I did, and I wrote a little bit about her. I'm thinking I might need to have a house plant before the year's over, something to help remind me that life goes on even in a pandemic. The trees still whisper and dirt still keeps things alive. And then this one, there's not a whole lot. I mean, there is a few words on here. Stories are held in the vintage and thrifted, because this just reminded me of like a vintage scarf or handkerchief. I am a collector of stories. This too is wellness. And you'll see that phrase is throughout my entire PhD. This too is wellness, because wellness was a big part of my awakening word for 2020. And if I keep it well, that too is a love note. Okay, that was talking about, and dirt still keeps things alive. And if I kill it, well, that too is a love note. Sometimes choosing wellness is painful. And so I'm saying, like, I just kind of continue. It's pretty funny looking back. I haven't looked at this since October, so it's been a couple weeks. This was I did show this page in a previous video. I was creating a list for things I wanted to do on my Mountains Are Calling retreat. Different wish lists, a wellness packing list. Bring all the inspiration, all the mentors. And this was inspired by Brie. I did a flower that bled through on the other side. All I want to be when I grow up is happy. That, if you guys have the Wild Sexy Life Chick book, you know that is how that book kind of came about. There was a teenager, and in the introduction, I talk about it, and I asked a bunch of teenagers what they want to be when they grow up, and one little girl said all she wanted to be was happy, and that just sparked the entire book. Happy endings are for everyone, even if you believe it so. And I freaking believe it. Look at me now. I love this life now. So that's what is down there. Follow your bliss. This is this page. My pages don't look super pretty. They are very chaotic, lots of writing, lots of scribbling in the margins. It is time to talk about poetry. Poetry ruined my religion and saved me all at the same time. And that's what I put there for the bruised knees. Wellness and healing comes with bruises and scars. Embrace them. It hurt and wasn't easy, but part of my wellness is healing. And then down here, I think it might be time to remember and return to her, the little girl who walked with another, who felt love and magic. The Wonder Pilgrimage, this too is wellness. And then over here, love and legacy. How can I show love to my body in order to be an example to my babies? Hydrate, water first. Eat real food, earthed, sexy, veggies most. Enjoy the prep and planning meals, preparing them. Include my babies. Cook with the sexy man. Flirt in the kitchen. There's nothing more sexy than cooking together in the kitchen, in my opinion. Don't talk about it, just live it. More tea, less alcohol. Movement, move lots, not just working out, but that too. Get outside, be active, walk, run, hike, hoop, dance together. Be kind to your body, treat her well, and she in return will do the same. Enjoy the adventure, know why you were doing it, and always remember. So that's just a list that I made about how I can leave a wellness example to my children. This isn't one of those pages that did not get filled up quite as I wanted. So what can I do differently? That was kind of a prompt that I went with, and I put pay attention. And what else is here? Love and legacy are always the answer. Are you loving yourself, your body, the way that you want your babies to love and treat their own? No. What are you waiting for? You have the instructions. I write truths to myself. This is another one that's not quite finished. It all starts here with children. Pause, breathe, repair your universe, proceed. And I put, that's what that is there. What would it look like to repair my universe? And then I just started making a list. What was my calling as a child? Magic, wonder, and storytelling. This was a sketch I did on this page. A daily chant. I put, what is the difference between a chant and a spell? Why not add a little magic and call it a spell? Perhaps this wellness book is my book of spells. And then down here, Book of Shadows. Why can't everyone, mystics, Christians, Muslims, Jews, all create magic? It's in all of us. And then here, because we were talking about chants on the other page, how long will it take to believe and become the chants? Well, there's the daily chant. As long as it takes. And I just love it. Okay, moving on to the next page. I'll hold it up like this and then go deeper with you guys. Today, I think I might be a mess. What do I wish to pass on? How can I pass it on? And I put, I wish to pass on love and magic. I will do this by embodying it. I will walk and talk love and magic, which looks like gratitude, hospitality, romance, caring for myself and others, dancing and embracing each moment. I wish to pass on openness to others who believe differently. So it's just words that I scribble around pages prepped. This, I showed you guys, this was me taking notes on the movie Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. This, I love this page just because it's got like so much going on. This was a card that someone sent along with a bracelet that I wear. So I put her card there. I wrote, good morning. I think it's time to choose a symbol to represent wellness and carry her with me through these last 100 days. What would that look like? And then I manifested this bracelet. So I put, I manifested a bracelet created by Erica and Michelle via my She Oily group. And they're wooden beads. It is a sign. So the fact I manifested that while I was working on this page, I was like, all right, that's it. And then incense. This is one of my favorite incenses of all time. And it is the India Temple incense. It is, oh my gosh, it is so good. And then I did a little water blessing, wellness symbols, ideas before the bracelet actually came. Focus more on the senses. This is fuel for the soul. Okay, my little thingy isn't staying on. I'm gonna have to fix him. So this one, there's not a whole lot of words in this one. It's just like here and there. When I think of wellness, I think of pinks and blues, balancing the feminine and masculine, the yin and yang. I crave more a healthy balance. Look up at the sky. She holds both of these colors when the sun rises and sets. Magical morning ritual recipe. So this is basically like a morning, what do you call them? Like just your morning rituals, how you want to start your morning. And then, so I did a morning, like how I want to do my ideal morning, I guess you could say. And then here, consider this the study book of She, a manual about on this temple, meaning my body. My body is a sacred temple, my sacred temple. And then I believe the next one is on evening. Yep, a magical evening ritual slash recipe, evening routine, sex and music, body love. This page didn't really get worked on. I mean, it did a little bit. Oils for wellness. So I kept my must-haves for the wellness journey, and I can go deeper into those if you guys want me to. I haven't been talking a lot about oils lately, but I do use them every single day. This, I watched The Witches of Eastwick, which was not the kind of movie I thought it was. Wasn't a huge fan, but I did take some amazing quotes from it and added it to my art journal, which is what I've done for years. I love taking notes during a movie. So that is what that was. This is me creating my own rules for a diet plan on this page. And then we come into the end of September. I've got a little September calendar. I marked when the start of the last 100 days were. I have ideas for things I wanted to do to say goodbye to September, which was recheck the PhD program, prep October pages, go through all of September pages and add finishing touches to her. And so I did all those and then prepped October. So if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Let me know if you want to see October when that comes to an end. And yeah, until next time, enjoy your wild, sexy lives.